Oh gosh, not another side hustle video on YouTube. No, I won't tell you to start a mushroom farm or to start flipping pallets or to become a YouTuber for extra money. I know a lot of people who watch this channel just need to earn a few hundred to $1,000 more extra dollars this month just so they can get ahead of their bills or debt payments and finally break out of that paycheck to paycheck cycle. That's why in this video, I'm gonna first tell you how to choose a side hustle that fits your lifestyle and your goals. Then I'll share a list of very reasonable side hustles you can start within a week or less. And finally, at the end, I'm gonna give you a checklist that you need to complete before starting your new side hustle. So break out a note on your phone or just something to write this ish down if something really does pique your interest. And I just gotta say, I need to applaud you guys for being willing to do extra work outside of your regular job. I know it's tough, it's tiring, and it's so much easier to just sit on your couch after work and let the world control your destiny. But I know since you guys are watching The Frugal Rich, you are built differently. And to be honest, it's really what you do outside your normal working hours that will determine your future success. For me, when I was 20 years old, I worked a sales job for 30 hours a week while I was a full-time college student. And it was only in those hours outside of my normal work that I had from like 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and my weekends that I was able to work on my side hustle, which of course was my old YouTube channel and my social media pages. I share that because doing that work outside of my normal working hours is what set me up for success. Once again, this video is not about how to become a YouTuber. So let's just jump into it. Here are 3 things you need to consider first when you're gonna choose the best side hustle for yourself. 1 is time. Let's not kid ourselves. How much time do you really want to put into this side hustle? As you look into what it takes to make your side gig work, don't forget to be realistic about how much time will be involved in it before, during, and after the job. Let's look at our boy John. John has a side hustle washing and detailing cars at the customer's home. His rate is $50 for the job that he can complete in 1 hour. But to prep all the equipment and to travel to the customer, that's 1 additional hour. And then to clean up and travel back to his own house, that is another additional hour. So in reality, $50 in 3 hours, that's $17 an hour that he's making for his side hustle. And that might sound nice for some people, but John's full-time job already pays him $27 an hour. So it would just make more sense financially to just pick up extra hours at work instead of thinking he makes $50 an hour at his side hustle. Silly John. Also, when it comes to time, you have to be realistic about your current life situation and how much extra time in reality you have for your side hustle. Like if you're a single dude just living in an apartment with roommates and working 1 job, you have way more time than a single mother with 3 kids who wants to make extra income. Now that single dude might be able to start a mushroom farm, but maybe that single mom might only have time to do makeup for events on weekends, which is actually something I'm gonna put on the list. The next thing to consider is number 2, talent. Guess what? You don't have to hate your side hustle. It could be something you're actually really good at and something you really already love doing. So if you can go this route, I would say in the words of the Sith Lord, do it. Then it'll feel way less like work and more like getting paid to do something you enjoy. Win-win. That's how I chose my side hustle. Like I already grew up making videos on YouTube with my brothers and I was always trying to be creative. So when TikTok started making it super easy to get discovered, I made my first dollars on social media just making TikTok videos. And I was earning money doing something I've already enjoyed and I already had the talent and skill of editing. Number 3, target. I'm not talking about the store, even though I once thought about working there as a side hustle. But as you're gonna listen through all the options for a potential side hustle, I want you to think about your main target or your goal in getting this side hustle. Is your target or goal to just simply have something to help you pay off your debt or to get more breathing room in your budget? Or do you want a side hustle just for a specific savings goal, like to get a new down payment on a house or to maybe pay for your wedding? Also, is your target to eventually escape your full-time job and replace your income with your side hustle income? And that leads to a very popular target, which is to turn your side hustle into a legit small business. For example, I had a friend who wanted to do people's nails as a side hustle. And it was a great thought at first, but when it came to reality, she first had to take a course in order to get licensed. And once she had that license, then she had to go out and find clients as well. So that took a whole lot of time to then learn marketing and social media just to get the word out. And by the time she finally did her first nail job, she still had to do at least 10 more jobs to even break even. But thankfully, eventually it did work out because her target was to turn this side hustle into a true business. So she knew she had to invest some time and money up front to get started, but once the ball was rolling, it was rolling. So whatever your reason is for picking up one of these side hustles, make sure it makes sense for you, make sure it makes sense for your lifestyle and your goals, both short term and the long term. Because when you know your why, you're more likely to stick with your side hustle through the ups and through the downs. Now here are 21 side hustles for normal people. Drive for Lyft or Uber. If you enjoy driving and meeting new people, ride-sharing services like Lyft and Uber can be super flexible in terms of scheduling, and they can give you extra pay during those peak hours. Plus, they also provide insurance protection while you're on the job, and thankfully, you can literally get started doing this within a week. You just have to sign up online, which takes a few minutes, submit some documents like your license and your vehicle registration, and then they'll do this little background check that takes like 1 to 7 days, varying with your location. And finally, you just activate your account and start driving. Delivering food. If you want a driving gig, but with less customer interaction, try delivering through Grubhub, DoorDash, or Uber Eats. Food delivery is always in demand, which makes it a solid way to earn some extra cash. I remember I used to deliver pizza for Papa John's, and I'm telling you, it just felt like I was getting paid on average with tips about $20 an hour, and all I had to do was just listen to podcasts and drive around town. Deliver groceries. If you like shopping and driving, services like Instacart and Shipt let you get paid to pick up and deliver groceries. Shipt even claims that you can make up to $22 an hour. And with all of these delivery jobs, they are super fast to start. Just make sure you have a reliable, gas-efficient car that can take all those extra miles. Become a photographer. If you have photography skills, consider offering professional photo sessions. You can market seasonally. You can do senior portraits in the summer, family holiday photos in the winter, and I don't know, a whole lot more just to maximize your demand. And if you don't have all the fancy gear or equipment, heck, buy a camera off Facebook Marketplace, watch a few tutorials online to brush up, and do just a few free shoots at first just to get your quality up. This is an easy job to do on the weekends, maybe even early mornings because of the golden hour, and once again, it can be seasonal, so you don't have any long-term commitments if you sign up to do this. Become a transcriptionist. If you're good at typing and listening and you have good attention to detail, then this could be the job for you. A transcriptionist is a professional typist who listens to recorded or live audio files and types up written versions of them. They're super important in the medical and the legal industries, but other areas of the corporate world need them as well. But you do have to be trained and certified to be a transcriptionist, but once you do, you can make around $20 to $45 an hour depending on your skill level and your speed. And once you got those certifications, heck, you can snag some jobs on rev.com. Teach English online. If you have a desire to help others learn and the time to lead a class online, you can teach English for a company like VIP Kid. They do require a 4-year degree in any field and at least 2 years of teaching, tutoring, or coaching experience. But if you do qualify, they handle all the lesson plans and the grading for you. Again, it's a great way to get paid while you're also helping other people. Rent your home or spare room on Airbnb. If you got that extra bedroom or garage apartment, consider renting on Airbnb. Like, for example, if you rent out your guest room and bathroom to 2 guests in the Nashville area, you could potentially earn over $4,200 a month. That's a pretty good source of passive income. But yeah, JC, what about the risks of opening up my home to strangers? Hey, I understand that's a legit worry, but Airbnb does offer host damage protection for your home up to $3 million in coverage. And they also offer host liability insurance just in case a guest gets hurt while staying on your property. And while Airbnb doesn't exactly screen all your guests, they do let hosts and guests rate each other. That way you can feel a little bit more at ease about who you're letting into your house. Get paid for your creative talents. All right, if you have creative skills, people need you, all right? AI can't exactly replace you if you're really that good. That's why there are sites like Fiverr, Upwork, or 99 Designs that are meant to connect freelancers who specialize in writing, editing, graphic design, and even voiceovers to work with clients who need your creativity. Heck, I've used Upwork and Fiverr when it came to first building my YouTube channel as in terms of editing, in terms of the thumbnail design, graphics, all that. And if you are doing that kind of gig and working creatively, you can do that kind of work from the comfort of your own home. Babysit. Maybe you did some babysitting when you were younger, but you can still get in on that babysitting cash as an adult. Parents need sitters all the time for date nights or busy days. Just get the word out and tell people you know that you're up for watching their kids. For pay, of course. And heck, if you have kids of your own and you might worry that this takes too much time away from them, some families would be just totally cool with you bringing your kids along. Just make sure you ask. And anyways, that's a free playdate you'll get paid for. And if that works out, you get a playdate for your kids while you're also getting paid. So that's a score. Dog walk or pet sit. Okay, I know a lot of you guys watching are animal people, so what if you can turn your love for animals into a profit? You can pet sit while those fur parents are away, or you could find a couple clients whose dogs you can walk during the week. It's pretty easy now to get started with this. Like, you can advertise your own pet sitting business on local Facebook groups for your town. You can literally post signs, like physical signs up around the area, or you can sign up for a membership on Rover or Wag. Super easy, probably just as easy as signing up for Uber or Lyft, and then you can get started walking people's dogs or pet sitting for cash. Clean houses. We all know cleaning houses is truly hard work, but if you don't mind getting your hands dirty or just put some dang gloves on, this could be the perfect fit for you. Everyone needs their house cleaned, and most people who are willing to pay for it are probably on the wealthier side. So honestly, don't sleep on this opportunity. The startup costs can be really low. You might just need to go to Walmart to buy some tools and supplies, but then you can just start making good money while burning calories and while listening to music or audiobooks or podcasts. Sell products on Etsy. Now, I'm not a crafty person like that, but if you are, then maybe you should sell your crafty products on Etsy. You can do jewelry, scarves, paintings, hand-lettered inspirational prints, and more. Like, there's so many options out there. You don't have to go and get a table at your local farmer's market anymore. You just need to set up a profile on Etsy. They do charge you 20 cents per listing, and it does take a percentage of your sales, but it is worth it because people really trust Etsy. And you can buy your shipping labels on Etsy, which means you can send everything from your own mailbox. So no more last minute runs to the post office. It's so simple now. Give music lessons. Man, this side hustle is top tier if you are a musician. But if you haven't played your saxophone for like 20 years since middle school, then you probably shouldn't go and try to teach kids how to be the next Kenny G. But if it's still fresh and you're pretty competent in that skill, heck, you can set your own hours and your own prices. You could literally offer those lessons in your home. You could rent a studio space, or you can just charge extra to travel to your client's home where they have the instrument. That's why startup costs can really be nothing in this side hustle, and you're really just going to be offering your time, your talents, and your teaching. Do tasks for people. Are you good at quick fix-it jobs or just running errands? People will literally pay you to complete their to-do list through sites like TaskRabbit or Handy. You can do all kinds of things, literally from hanging shelves to putting together IKEA furniture. And if you are a certified plumber or electrician looking for extra jobs, Handy offers those too. Become a freelance writer or proofreader. Some companies have their own in-house writers and editors, but others hire out project by project. So if you're pretty good at writing, you know about copywriting, you can do some good emailing, you can write blog articles, you can create pieces for print. Somebody needs to write these things, all right? And you are so useful. Heck, you could even write a YouTube script. So once again, use those platforms like Fiverr and Upwork to let people know that you're willing to do this kind of freelance work. Writing is such an underrated skill nowadays because literally writing is behind any piece of media. You have to know how to write. So you are needed if you have that skill. Wash and detail cars. Similar to home cleaning, you'll need to invest in some products like car wax, a shop vacuum, maybe a leather cleaner, but yeah, they'll go a long way anyways. So you're mostly just investing a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, which are two of your best personal resources if you're just trying to get started right away. Mow lawns or do yard work. People are busy. We all know this. A lot of people aren't willing to do their own mowing or their raking or their hedge trimming nowadays. Especially, rich people. Those guys are afraid of leaves. But you can grab seasonal hours with a local landscaping company. Heck, you can check out this thing called Task Easy or just work on your own by yourself. But literally, someone's got to do this work, so you might as well just be that somebody and get a little extra income as you do. Become a coach. And there's more than one way to get paid to be a coach. You don't have to have a whistle when it comes to coaching, all right? Heck, you could do career coaching, you could do financial coaching. There are so many different kinds of coaching out there that you just need to get creative and think about what you know or what you have experience in that you could competently share with someone else and help them get to a better place in whatever aspect of life. So if you feel that calling, coaching might be the side hustle for you. Deliver packages with Amazon Flex. We all know that Amazon Prime account is causing you to overspend, but what if you used Amazon as a way to make quick money instead? You can sign up to deliver packages with Amazon Flex. It's really nice because you get to set your own schedule for how much you want to or as little as you want to work, and most drivers can make $18 to $25 an hour. Do makeup for special events. Are you naturally good at doing makeup? Or do you love helping women feel their best? Then I would consider doing makeup for social events like weddings, photo shoots, proms, and performances. Most states don't even require a license to be a freelance makeup artist, and you can take on as many clients as you like, which is different than the nail tech I was talking about earlier. You will have to invest in some good tools and a variety of makeup options, of course, but it can be a fun way to do something you already enjoy and get paid. Become an event planner. If you enjoy a good party and you're already a pretty detail-oriented person, or heck, if you've already planned events in your life, you could already have what it takes to be an event planner. There's so many options of what you can plan or help coordinate, from birthdays to weddings to business events. You would just work with the clients and their budget and help their vision come to life. And of course, get your small commission and maybe some free cake. If you were to get into this, I'd probably start on a smaller scale, like maybe just your nephew's birthday party or a coworker's bridal shower. But you get to decide how many events you do each month. And who knows, you might even decide to make event planning your full-time job. So that's my list of side hustles for normal people, but let me give you a quick checklist on how to get started and what actions you need to take. First, narrow this list down to 3 ideas to research. Look up the potential earnings you can make, look up the time commitment, and look up the skills required. Also, you can even talk to people who have done these side hustles before as part of your research. Next, make a checklist of what you need. Do you need supplies? Do you need certification? Do you need a website? Do you need clients? From here, you can skip unnecessary distractions and just focus on what actually will get you paid. Next, you're gonna have to budget for any of those upfront costs. Like if you wanna get into a mowing business, but your mower sucks and you need to upgrade, that's a purchase that you would need to save up for and budget for so that you can actually get started. From here, you might decide that one of these hustles is too expensive to start and you might have to go with an alternative plan. Then it's time to take action. One step at a time. Get the equipment, start the education process, or start making your online accounts. And finally, the best part, plan for your extra income. Make sure your side hustle money doesn't just get lost to impulse purchases. Create a specific plan of where you want this extra income to go. Is it gonna go extra towards your debt payments? Is it gonna go towards your emergency fund? Or is it gonna go towards your, I don't know. But if you want some ideas on how to use that extra income, then click on this video right here where I share the best order for investing all of this new money. Starting from a small emergency fund up to using that extra money to pay off your house early. So give it a click and I'll see you guys over there. Peace.